Welcome, everyone, to today's Town of Chatham Zoning Board of Appeals meeting. The date is October, what day, what's today anyway? 19th. 19th? Oh, all right. Okay, October 19th, 2023. All right. So, pursuant to Governor Healy's March 29, 2023 signing of the Acts of 2023, extending certain COVID-19 measures adopted during the state of emergency, suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law until March 31st, 2025, this meeting of the Chatham ZBA is being conducted in person via remote participation. Every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings as provided for in the order. A reminder, the persons who would like to listen to the meeting while in progress may do so by calling the phone number 1-508-945-4410, then punch in the conference ID number, which is 139-388-737, and then hit the pound. Or you can join the meeting online via Microsoft Teams through the link in the posted agenda. While this is a live broadcast and simulcast on Chatham TV, despite our best efforts, we may not be able to provide for real-time access. We will post a record of this meeting on the town's website as soon as possible. In accordance with town policy, the public can speak to any issue/hearing or business item on the agenda during the meeting when recognized by the chair. I won't be saying that at the next meeting, incidentally, because when we have a presentation from Katie and Ryan, we will ask questions, but I'm not opening it up to the public. They have plenty of meetings they can go to where they can do that. In fact, I had a phone call just today about that. So, I need a roll call of all members to authorize this hybrid form of meeting. Please state your name and whether you approve or not. Ginny.
Virginia Fenwick, I approve.
Lee Hovey, I approve.
Paul C. Semple, I approve.
David S. Nixon, I approve.
Randy Potash, I approve.
David H. Veach, I approve.
Okay, I would ask that if anybody is going to join this meeting via the phone, please give us your name, last four digits of your phone number. I'm not going to go through how the hearing is conducted because we don't need to do that, I think, for this one that we have. It's just, well, whoever's here. To be successful, the town would need to get a supermajority vote, which means 4 of the 5 votes. Is that right? Yeah, that sounds right. And so voting today, we have Ginny, Lee, Paul, Randy, and Dave. I'm not going to vote. So I'm out. But I will conduct the meeting. Okay. With all that said and done, Sarah, would you like to, this is Sarah B. Clark, I should introduce her, the PPO for the town.
Application number 23-039, Town of Chatham, 549 Main Street, Chatham, Mass. 02633. Owner of property located at 610 Stage Harbor Road, also shown on the Town of Chatham's Assessor's Map 13A, Block 34, Lot 11. On remand from the Barnstable Superior Court, the applicant seeks to modify the variance and a new special permit. On May 4th, 2023, the board approved variance number 23-039, which the applicant sought for the construction of a public utility building. The applicant now seeks a dimensional variance from the required abutter setback for the construction of a public utility building located 2.1 feet from the abutter where a 15-foot setback is required, and 22.3 feet tall where 20 feet is the maximum allowed. A dimensional variance is required under Mass General Law, Chapter 40A, Section 10, and Section 8D2C of the Chatham Protective Bylaw. Also proposed is the installation of fencing within the Coastal Conservancy District as allowed by special permit under Section 4A3A of the bylaw. A special permit is required under Mass General Law, Chapter 40A, Section 9, and Section 8D2B of the Protective Bylaw.
So, gentlemen, please step to the mic and introduce yourselves.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. My name is Rob Faley. I'm the Public Works Director for the Town of Chatham.
Thank you.
And I'm Jeff Gregg from GHD, consultant to the Town of Chatham.
Floor is yours.
So I'll introduce this. Just basically, we're here before you again in response to the adjacent property owners' requests. We reduced the size of the building both in area and in height. We did also have some other modifications on the site to accommodate the property owners' requests. So if you have any, I think I'll throw it to Jeff for all of those specific modifications that happened. Thank you.
So when this project was originally submitted, we were seeking a variance for height and for distance, which we got when our structure was located up in this general location. We've now, based on the discussions with the abutter, relocated the building, made the building smaller, but it's still generally the same, or might even be slightly further away from the property line. To accommodate his concerns, we lowered the height of the building more than it was originally. And one of his requests was also to add a fence along the property line. So those were the major changes. I think the other changes were, we had articulated concrete mat, which is basically like a driving surface, pervious driving surface, similar to what they have across the street at the trap dock. We reduced that to be right before the station, and then we finished off the rest of the area with what we call it's like a geogrid. So it allows a grass gravel material, but just gives it a little more support. So when the staff the harbor master staff want to be able to use that area, it's a little more stable than it is right now. I think those were the major changes with regards. There was a whole shopping list, but those are
Okay.
the major ones.
Is there anyone here today or on Microsoft Teams that wishes to speak in favor of this application? If so, please indicate you'd like to join the meeting.
There is no one to speak in favor.
Okay, I'll read the correspondence. First, we have a note from Judith Giorgio. She's the health agent for the town. She writes on 10/18, I have no comments or concerns. And then we have a note from Ryan Christenberry. She's the principal planner for the town of Chatham. She writes on October 16th, the site plan review application will be heard at the October 23rd planning board meeting. And finally, we have a note from Crystal Keon. She's the Conservation Administration Assistant for the Conservation Commission. She writes on October 3rd, the Conservation Commission held a public hearing on April 26th, 2023, to issue an order of conditions for the originally proposed location. The project will need to receive an amended order of conditions for the new location. The project will then be conditioned to meet the performance standards under the Wetlands Protection Act and the Town of Local Wetland Bylaw, Chapter 272, and regulations promulgated thereunder. That's the extent of the correspondence. Is there anyone here today or on Microsoft Teams that wishes to speak against or has a specific question? Please indicate now you'd like to join the conversation.
There is no one in opposition or with a question.
Okay, questions from the board? Ginny?
I have no questions.
Lee?
I'm assuming that this new location is just as adequate as the original?
It was, we spent a long process moving the station around the site. This was one of the locations. We ended up moving it to the one that we proposed because we thought that was going to be more favorable to the abutter, and it turned out they preferred it here. So that's how we ended up back where we are.
Okay, thank you.
Paul?
I take it that the pumping station will still be able to perform the functions you want it to perform, even though it's reduced in size?
That is correct.
Okay, I have no other questions.
Randy?
So do you have any problems with this at all? No?
No?
Thank you.
Dave?
I have no questions, Dave.
Okay.
I'll move to close the hearing and move into deliberations.
Dave Veach seconds.
Need a vote on that, Ginny?
Ginny votes yes.
Lee?
I vote yes.
All
Paul?
votes yes?
Yes,
Veach votes yes.
It's a unanimous vote. Okay. Deliberations, Lee?
I mean, it sounds like a good compromise, so I would vote in favor of it.
Paul?
Yes, we found that this met all of the criteria for the variance, and I think in addition, it meets the criteria for the special permit for the fencing, which makes some sense. So I think overall, it certainly meets the criteria.
Randy,
And I agree with Paul.
Dave,
I do as well.
Ginny,
I agree with my colleagues.
okay.
I'll move to approve the application as submitted.
Dave Veach seconds.
Need a vote on that, Ginny?
Ginny votes yes.
Lee,
I vote yes.
All votes yes?
Randy?
Yes.
Veach votes yes.
That's a unanimous vote. That's it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Simple, wasn't it, gentlemen?
Yes.
May the rest of your meetings,
And we appreciate you
quick.
doing the special meeting as well. so thank
okay.
you.
We're all getting a raise in pay, I understand, because of the extra meeting. Anything else?
I'll move to adjourn.
Dave Veach seconds.
We'll take a vote. Ginny?
Ginny votes yes.
Lee?
I vote yes.
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 Veach votes yes.
And yes, that's it. And the official time, Sarah, is
3:11 PM.